drew the 12th game because he thought, I can go for the Armageddon.
He was even better in the 12th game.
Exactly.
And he said draw, yeah.
So he can do that, and he only needs an Armageddon win to catch up with Fabi. So that's just one argument. I don't know that he will do that to this, but he has two reasonable choices.
That makes a lot of sense, and in fact we have some interesting already opening choice by Magnus. D4, D5, C4, E6. That is somewhat unexpected. I did expect Magnus to start with E4. D4 I haven't seen from him in a long time, and now of course he's back to his beloved Catalan setup with G3. What do we mean by the Catalan? The Catalan is going to be with the bishop on G2, giving up, enticing black to take on C4 and accept the sacrifice. And then Magnus has played this in the World Championship match setting against Nepo, and he was very successful as well. He sort of started this trend of the Catalan being it was always one of the most respected openings in chess, but definitely brought it back on the scene. What do you think of this opening moves, Vishy?
I think also there's a point where he played G3 quite early, maybe to eliminate certain options for Fabiano, I suspect. So it looks like a standard opening choice, but even on the way you notice these details, I think both of them know precisely what they want. Evidently, 1d4 could not be something that Fabi could ignore. And I think Magnus relies on the Catalan a lot when he needs a win. So he believes in the opening, and that's a good choice for us.
And it means that he's ambitious. Sorry, I didn't mean to
I was just about to say the same thing.
Is this what it means? Are we going to see Magnus Carlsen back in his fighting mode? Is he going to try to win in Classical? Is that what you're saying, Vishy?
I think we're on the same wavelength, Anna. Vishy.
Yes, certainly. I'm only saying he has done this, and so it's something he's depended on the past. That's a good sign.
That is a great sign indeed, and we are excited as fans, as spectators. I think we couldn't be more excited to see that there is ambition, and Fabiano himself is a very ambitious player, so we are going to be here in for a thrill. Now, before we go into the depths of the opening, I do want to help our viewers with something that is important to know if you're just starting out with chess, and that is, what is this opening phase about? What do you do at the start of the game in chess? And we have someone special to explain to you what's going on, and his name is Gukesh D. He's the reigning World Chess champion. Over to you. considers the final mistake that he took
Because
the pawn.
even earlier, I considered Queen H5, but then thought that dealing with a pawn on the 6 was not worth it. And
Going back,
I think somewhere maybe this Queen A6, E6, and running into Rook B1, he then decided to go for this plan, but
Let's catch up with the players because it might be very close to resignation for Fabiano. He moves the rook to the corner, a final attempt to bring the rook somewhere. Where is he going?
he's trying to get the G3 pawn. So, for example, if you take, I can go here, but even this is
Queen E4,
Queen to E4 should be completely winning right now.
Queen E5.
Yeah, for everything. Queen E5, Queen E4, Queen E5 to defend the pawn on G3. There's many of options right now. Queen takes D5 is one of them. C7 again, completely winning. E7 not winning. That's one way to not win this one, because Queen C6 not only captures the pawn but defends against promotion as well.
So that's a move that Magnus shouldn't play, but he can push the other pawn.
Queen takes D5 and it's just over.
The simple way is to just pick up.
I think this you can do in time pressure. Queen takes D5, Queen E4. It's very easy to do in time pressure. And this, the rook just doesn't even get back.
Yeah. Let's see what he chooses.
He's about to make a move. Magnus Carlsen about to
Yeah.
win the game. This could be resignation for Fabiano. He's down 2 pawns and those pawns are unstoppable.
Yeah, and Magnus gets it done once again with the white pieces in the same style that made him a world champion, made him one of the greats of our game, in the same solid, slow style where he just pushes you to the brink of defeat.
Exactly. It's also a heartbreak for Fabi. He was winning yesterday against Arjun Erigaisi and he lost from a winning position, and today it looked like a drawn position, but he's in a losing position right now. So 2 losses in a row, while with 1 win he could have, almost secured the tournament win. So it's really heartbreak for him as well.
Absolutely. 2 losses in a row when you are in such a good position will hurt.
And in the meantime, we do have another result. Gukesh D, the reigning world champion, with the win against Wei. Gukesh is going to be in 2nd place because Magnus Carlsen is about to win his game as well. What a round! Both Magnus and Gukesh recovering from their losses and taking the W today. This could be the moment where Fabiano Caruana resigns.
And right now, after Queen to E4,
And there it is, the handshake. The world #1 Magnus Carlsen recovers from the losses, recovers from not having the ambition to play in classical chess. He came with that fighting warrior spirit today. He had all the intention to play for the win from the opening onwards, and he wins his game against his main rival, El Clasico.